There'll be a lot of inquisitive eyes tonight on the pitching mound, both on Sports Channel and here inside the Oakland Coliseum. Getting our first look at number 50. Steve Karsay makes his big league debut tonight in Game 2 of a 3-game series with the Milwaukee Brewers. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's Baseball on Sports Channel. I'm Greg Papa with Ray Fosse. Ray, despite the last place status of the Oakland A's and being 20 games under 500, a little buzz around the ballpark tonight, energy, and it was also here last night. Todd Van Poppel in his finest moment as a major leaguer, undeniably last night.
I thought he did a tremendous job, and to hear the reaction of the fans when he came off the field after being taken out of the ball game, he pitched so well, and any time a pitcher has a good fastball, it is shown whenever he gets behind to the hitters, power hitters, they're looking fastball, yet they're not able to pull the pitch. They're hitting it in foul territory. That's a good example of a great fastball.
He was so stunned by the ovation, he didn't know what to do. He walked off the mound like he had a bad outing. But now he's the veteran on this staff.
Yeah.
3 months and 15 days older than tonight's starter. And we welcome Steve Karsay to the Oakland A's, the man they gave up, Ricky Henderson, obtaining in very good numbers there. Ray, you see the strikeouts and the inning pitch total. But last night, as you mentioned before, Van Poppel had a hard time with the curveball, got by mainly with the fastball. This guy, despite being the same age, appears more refined with the curveball.
Just watching him warm up, taking his warm-up tosses down to the bullpen, he has a very compact delivery. He seems very confident with that delivery. Good fastball, the breaking pitch, and the changeup. If he can get the changeup and the curveball working, he's going to make his fastball that much better. He seems to spot it very well. We'll see what happens tonight.
He'll be opposed by right-hander Jamie Navarro, a young veteran, 25 years of age with the Milwaukee Brewers, who last year won 17 games. They're winning his pitcher. He's having a down year this year like many of his teammates. For Steve Karsay, he doesn't care who the other pitcher is, because tonight he gets to show his stuff to the major leagues. We'll come back with the starting lineups and the very first pitch from Steve Karsay when we continue from Oakland in a moment. Another very pleasant evening inside the Oakland Coliseum, 71 degrees, as we are set to get it underway. The A's and the Milwaukee Brewers. And there he is, 6'3", 205-pound right-hander, Steve Karsay, wearing number 50. The last day to wear number 50, Jay Howell. Here's Phil Garner's lineup. Pat Listash will open in at shortstop. Juan Bell, George's younger brother, is batting second and playing second. Darrell Hamilton, one of the most overlooked complete players in baseball. He's in right field. The cleanup man, Greg Vaughn. The A's are holding him down this year. Kevin Reimer, their DH, bats number 5. Robin Yount on his way to Cooperstown. He'll be in center. B.J. Surhoff, after a miserable start, is picking it up at third base. John Jaha plays first after a homer last night. And the Aussie, Dave Nielsen, will catch Jamie Navarro against Steve Karsay. A lot of pressure on this young man, Ray.
Well, there is, but I think from his standpoint, he just looks at it as an opportunity to get up here a little quicker than what he had expected. As I mentioned before, he thought about next year, so he gets to come up the last 6 weeks of the season. Probably great news for him, because it gives him an opportunity to get his feet wet at the major league level with a ball club that is not in contention. So the pressure, yes, of pitching in the major leagues. However, not the pressure of being brought up in a pennant contention season for a ball club. So I think it's a great move for the Athletics to do with Karsay what they have done with Todd Van Poppel. And Poppel is very relaxed. Of course, that's the confidence that he is showing and has shown, especially in his last 4 or 5 starts, 4 wins in his last 4 starts. And you can see it more and more on the mound each time he takes the field. His defense for Karsay: Brown, Henderson, and Sierra from left to right. On the infield, Paquette, Bordick, Gates, and Aldretti from third to first. Scott Heeman doing a lot of catching, and will be now with the injury to Terry Steinbach.
Dave Duncan, like most of these young pitchers, really does not have a read on this guy until he sees him up close. Heeman setting up in over the middle. There's the curveball. Fastball, 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 and then curved him to strike out his first big league batter.
Not a good start for Karsay, and there's that good curveball. And that is a perfect position when you have 2 strikes on a hitter, especially when you're ahead of the count, eyes on the target all the way, and the right over the top curveball. Great spin, great rotation on the curveball.
That's what we talk about.
Arm speed at each pitch.
Fastball. Juan Bell takes to left. Jerry Brown. 2 outs. Overthrows his fastball. We have installed a special camera. We'll call it a Karsay cam for his debut tonight behind home plate, and there it is. So we got him in a little crossfire. We got a camera from center field when he delivers the ball, and we'll give you a lot of his great facial expressions in between pitches. And that curveball really has a lot of bite on it. Just missed there, says Onora. It's 2-2.
What I like about Karsay already, if you watch him in that, watch his eyes. He does not take his eyes off the target. He gets the sign, and as he winds up, he just keeps the eyes right on Scott Heeman's target.
He also has his pitching hand hidden from the batter just behind his leg, and then he brings it right up into the mitt and finds the ball quickly. Hamilton on the ground. Mike Bordick plants. It is a 1-2-3 first inning for Steve Karsay. Well, Pirates jumped all over John Burkett. 3 in the first, 2 in the second, 3 more in the third. And Atlanta has won. That's now a final. So if the Giants don't have a big ninth inning there at Three Rivers, the lead in the West will be down to 6.5 games. Karsay to Greg Vaughn on a ground. Bounce to Paquette, and he throws out Vaughn. Karsay has retired the first 4 Brewers. Make it the first 5 Brewers. Fastball 91 miles per hour the last pitch. Robin Yount to Bordick on the fly. Steve Karsay, a 1-2-3 inning in each of the first 2. It's 2-0 A's. We go to the bottom of the second. There's the curveball, and Jaha hits it to right center. Henderson long run makes it. He was shading him towards right center to start, and that helped. And then he was able to leg it out. 2-1. Nielsen hits to left field. Brown sliding over, and he should have it, and he does for the second out. Works third base for Phil Garner. Here goes Surhoff. Listach strikes out, though. The throw by Heeman doesn't count it, and he's lucky. As Listach swung through the 2-2 pitch, so Karsay gives up the leadoff single to Surhoff, but gets the next 3, and he's all pumped up to get out of the third inning. That's what Juan Bell has done the previous 53 games this year, both with the Phillies and the Brewers. Hamilton pops it, shallow left field. Mike Bordick.
Mike Moeller pretty much throughout the year. I think it gives them a real good idea of what to expect for the future.
Tough play for Paquette. Gloves it off balance, throws out Reimer. It's been a night for the rookies to shine.
I mentioned this.
Robin Yount to right. Sierra's got it. And what did you hear, Ray?
Well, Terry is the player representative for the Oakland Athletics. And what I heard on the radio is the owners made a written.
Is termed revenue. That's probably the first step they have to clear.
Exactly right, and that's been an issue that's been discussed for the last 3 basic agreements. They haven't been able to define exactly, as you're saying, what revenues are. Some clubs don't count concessions, some don't count parking.
On Karsay so far, 1-2 pitch. Greg Paquette backhands, and he throws out Nielsen. 5 innings of shutout Major League debut baseball. I think I'd rate it pretty fair so far, huh? Yeah. 5-0. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Trade to the A's. He went right from AA to AAA. Listach in the air to center. Dave Henderson's out there, and with his style, he's got it. Mr. Karsay, yourself, bypassing AAA right to the big leagues in an auspicious debut with a homer in your first at-bat. The 3-time All-Star Terry Steinbach joining us and watching Steve Karsay as the A's move into a whole new era. And these are the 2 guys that'll lead them. But this guy's not nervous at all. I mean, Todd was nervous his first 3 or 4 starts. He's had poise and cool all night. The man that they obtained for Ricky Henderson has thrown now 82 pitches, and that is about as good as it gets. In the 30 through 16 Everything else 14 or less. I mean, that's impeccable. As he blasts a base hit to left field. Now, it's pretty evident that he has lost something now as they are turning on his fastball routinely. And La Russa on the horn to Art Kushner in the bullpen with Horseman loosening. La Russa pops out. The crowd, sensing the end, want to give him the same send-off tonight they gave Van Poppel last night. And he's done.
That's what baseball's all about right there.
I think even a few of the Milwaukee Brewers have a goosebump or two after that. And it's tough to compare standing ovations, but that one, I think the fans here, you know, they gave up Ricky Henderson to get this guy. We've known about Van Poppel for a couple of years, but this guy alone can make the agony of 1993 a bit more understandable if he can turn around 1994. They gave him a thunderous ovation.